Let's talk about old people and sex. That makes everybody happy. We're dedicating this segment to Blanche Devereaux, by the way. Old people are getting more STDs than ever. We've got proof. Between 2011 and 2012, STIs, sexually transmitted infections, increased by 3% for those between 45 and 65, and 7% for those over 60. When it comes to forgetting about safe sex, we always think of the vulnerability of young people, but there's the 50 Shades of Grey effect where older people are being more explorative but not necessarily remembering to use a condom, and that's from Dr. Jones, who's the chairwoman of the British Medical Association's GP Committee. So yeah, go.
First of all, David pointed out that STIs is more politically correct than STDs. Who was making that argument? Yeah. What? Because gonorrhea has always been super uppity about that.
Yeah.
You know.
But we do have weird things about STDs and what we call them, right? Because which one was the clap? Was that gonorrhea?
Would you rather have a disease or an infection?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's it.
I don't know.
I'd rather have an infection than a disease.
I think I'd rather have a disease. An infection can give you sepsis. I'm afraid of sepsis.
You fear sepsis.
I fear sepsis.
I don't know what sepsis is.
Sepsis is when an infection goes horribly wrong.
Okay.
You don't want sepsis.
Yeah, you don't. You need to watch more House.
Oh, okay.
It's all sepsis.
It's all sepsis. Yeah.
Yes, old people having more sex, and then look, they weren't. They didn't.
Easy on the old people.
Older. Oh, right. Sorry, you
45 to 65.
They still have sex?
Yeah.
Are you guys in the 45 to? You
No,
guys
but
are
when I get
on
there,
the low end of
I predict
a lot of sex.
Yeah. Well, now they have Viagra too, so I think that probably has a lot to do with it.
Right. So between Viagra and then what they're calling the 50 Shades of Grey effect, that older people are being more sexually expressive.
Look, assuming that these aren't life-threatening conditions, so let's
Yeah.
leave out, obviously, but I mean, a 3% increase in some and a 7% increase in others, it might not be worth it. I mean, it might be worth it to not use a condom. like I think we can all.
I didn't expect
we can all accept that. And if they're I figured that this was really a polite way of saying, look how many people in their 50s are now having anal sex. But they didn't want to.
They didn't specifically.
That felt too ooh,
yeah, that's the follow-up study that they didn't publish online. Why do we get so weird about older people and sex?
Again, older people.
Older.
45.
Well, all right, but when we think of people having sex, you think of people in their 20s, pretty much, or in their 30s.
I got to be honest.
No?
I don't know. There was a point. I'm curious this in your porn viewing habits. You're a younger man. Jimmy and I are basically the same generation. There was a moment. It happened on television, and it happened in sort of all fantasy, where all of a sudden, like the women I was interested in were all 38 years old.
Yeah.
Just like that, all of a sudden it went from, I see a gorgeous 22-year-old, and I think she shouldn't be dressing that way, right? and now I watch some show and there's a beautiful blonde 41-year-old on television. I'm like, oh, that's nice. That's really great.
I'm the same way. They say that a lot. Who men are attracted to has a lot to do with how old their mother was when they were young. So I was born late in my mother's life, so I'm more attracted to women who are maybe over 40 years old.
Me too. My mom was 42, and that is literally the most depressing thing I have heard in months.
You two make me
No,
sick.
it makes it great for me because I'm married now, and I've been with my wife for 14 years, and I'm more attracted to her now than when we first started dating. So it's working out for me.
No, it's fine. It's working out. It's depressing that because what that gets to is you want to fuck your mom.
Oh.
At the end of the day, this is about fucking your mom.
It always is. Well, I mean, come on. They say when you're in bed, there's not just you and your partner. It's you and your partner and two other people, or four other people, her parents and your parents. They're all in bed together, and they're all kind of commingling, right? Come on. I'm the only one who watches Woody Allen.
You are a strict Freudian. Is it too late to teach older people, or what are we going to call them now? We don't want to call people. These people of a higher age. Is it too late to teach them all the safe sex tricks because they didn't grow up with that, with the sex ed, and the kids and the.
Having sex with an older person, it's like right in the middle, they stop to yell, "Get off my muff!" You know what I mean? It's instead of "Get off my lawn." But I just want to throw that joke out there.
No, that was good.
Thanks for explaining.
Yeah, I thought there might be somebody at home who didn't get it.
But they don't know what muff is?
Muff.
Okay.
I didn't know I was using it in lieu of lawn, right? But old people still do yell that, and you want to piss off an old person, walk on their lawn or park in front of their house.
It probably is a little tougher to sort of drive those points home. But again, if we're not seeing, I'm not minimizing, well, I guess I am, but a couple of things like chlamydia, like
Big
these
whoop.
big
The
whoop.
penicillin stuff you're completely fine with.
Yeah, if it can be cured with an antibiotic, what are we talking about?
Yeah. All right, fair enough. Are you guys going to be having sex in your 70s and 80s?
I hope so. I certainly hope so.
With each other.
With each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
That's where it's going to go. That's where this is all leading. The sexual tension
hey,
between you two today.
Because I don't think you.
You can experiment.
The older I get, my desire for sex, it's just my ability, right? I'm tired. I get, all that stuff. Got a boner pill, what have you, and so I think I'll always want to have sex. It's just like
Yeah, but you just other things get in the way.
it's like my back, had my
Right.
hip. Maybe if I stretch, I didn't have a coffee, I have a headache.
Right, or I
getting
could just
depressing.
stay here and be totally sedentary. Like that's always
Yeah.
that's a very attractive option.